Okay, hello. Happy Saturday, everyone. I hope you're enjoying the day. Thank you very much for the invitation. I'm super glad to be here. And Kalispera. Kalispera, first of all. So, I'm Giuliano. I'm Brad Lead for Italy and Greece. I had the privilege to join TikTok about 2 years ago, which seems to be ages ago, since the steps that the company has done so far. And let me first start with one question. How many of you use TikTok? Raise your hand, please. Whoa, a lot. That number would have been different 2 years ago, very different. Second thing, please raise your hand, those of you who go on TikTok to see what your friends are doing. Very few. Good, thank you for the answer. Perfect. So, why am I saying that? For a simple point. Okay, this is the agenda. Sorry, we're going to run through that going forward, but I wanted to start with the other part just to skip a bit. So, TikTok is known as a social platform. Is it truly a social platform? You really answered. Most of the users go on TikTok to be entertained. It's an entertainment platform with elements of social, right? And we have numbers that prove that. Now, what really matters is that in the economy of attention, we're all into that today, more than 40% of the users use it as the first screen by default, no other distraction. If you think about time spent on TikTok, we have stats from Global Web Index who put it average in Europe at 90 minutes per day. That's true economy of attention dropped into a mobile. The other thing that I've always been told is, yeah, TikTok is the social network for teenagers. Not really. 67% of the audience is 25 plus. 2 out of 3. Would you call it a teenager audience? I wouldn't. So, once again, TikTok is something slightly different than what people might perceive it. Most of you, I'm sure, you enjoy and you are entertained every day by that. Now, the fact that it's different is exactly this one. It's not a social media entertainment platform. One thing I'm sure you loved, sound. Sound is what makes the difference on TikTok. And we will see it with some examples. We already talked about being a first screen. The other thing that is new, totally new, is the language. We're all coming out of a pandemic. And during that one, it came out, it's anyway a marketing trend, that people want to see reality. They want to see authenticity. They want to see the true thing. I was reading this morning about the success of Be Real. That exactly follows that path. Take a look at the language of TikTok. Is it shiny? Is it that fake? Not really. It's very authentic. Who you are, it's perfect to be imperfect on TikTok. And then once again, community is very heterogeneous in age. And lastly, I want to mention one thing. Influencer and creator. I'm sure you know the difference. Creators are those that have roots in the platform. They were born in the platform. And to some extent, they're more micro-influencers rather than pure influencers. That's already making a difference. And once again, companies don't go on TikTok to chase followers. They go there to look for and to share effective content with the users. Now, that said, I'm sure you know what are the main areas of the platform. I'd like to mention two. The For You page. Everyone here has a different TikTok. Giuliano has a lot of food and cooking. I have a lot of nature. I have some soccer. I have some extreme sports. I was talking with my colleagues. Some of them were having other stuff. Each one of us has a fully personalized feed. And don't underestimate the power of personalization. There's so much companies out there in MarTech raising the value of personalization. And then the profile page. Profile page is very important, especially for brands, because that's where that's your house on TikTok. You can use it to share content and to build a continuous engagement with the customers. That said, let me say that video is super effective. I mean, we are in a e-commerce and performance world now. Video is more and more associated to e-commerce. TikTok is exactly within this path. I can talk to you about TikTok Shop, which came out in the UK recently. TikTok made me buy it. We'll focus, though, on performance. And definitely, we know that the power is undeniable. Most of it is driven by sound. And once again, sound is key. Lower skip rate, increasing likelihood to purchase, and more importantly, action. For those who know the marketing basics, any company wants to have a dialogue with the consumer, right? Having the consumers making an action is already a great first step. That means that you don't reach an audience, you engage with an audience. And we will see some stats on that. Now, one thing that I'm always asked is, TikTok works very well for awareness. What about the rest? Good. Now, things have changed a lot in the last 2 years. So, we're here about talking on e-commerce. So, why am I showing automotive? Because Citroën Ami, which is a small car, is sold only online, right? So we've helped Citroën across different markets in Europe to raise awareness and add recall on the upper part of the funnel. More importantly, going down into the funnel, we had Ray-Ban to generate the most successful hashtag challenge ever with 14 billion views. And once again, 3.2 million video created. You know what that means? It's huge. And another thing is, when you think about social, show me 14% engagement rate in other platforms. That's out of this world. Going down once again, and now we're getting into we can define more pure performance. CPL, we all know CPL, CPA, cost per product view, these are the key KPIs, right? CPL, universities are using it a lot and reducing the cost on the CPL side, like Lewis, which is an international university. And let me finish with conversions. And we have a great case, Green Panda, that was able to drive up installs at 45 cents per one. So once again, we can work across the full funnel. Though, what is the most important element in an entertainment platform? Content. And this is not TikTok that says that. It's Nielsen. If you want to work on sales, it's not the very part of the funnel. It's also the content, how it's created. And I'm going to give you some hints on that. Now, they're quite basics in my view, but I'm sure you will recognize some of them. I always say that TikTok is simple because it's, at the end, most of the things that you will see here, you're already doing that with other platforms, so it's nothing dramatic. But let's review them. So, get the basics right. What it is, get the basics right? Well, it's about applying some tips on the conversion. First one is length of the content. Gen Z attention span is 7 seconds, right? We're not used to say companies to build content longer than 15 seconds. Though, whenever you want to sell the product, you want to tell a story and you want to show the product. So watch out, you need a bit more time to do it effectively. That's why 20 to 25 is a good length of the content. Of course, come on, clear CTA, that's part of the game. I've seen very bad ads with watch now instead of buy now. You need to have a clear CTA. Mixing scenes up. What is one of the beauty of TikTok? Transitions. Transition, like Zalando is doing here. Wonderful. I mean, mix them up and show the product in a different cut. Closed caption and resolution. These are two parts which are truly important because ultimately it's good content, how it's perceived. Second thing is creatives and tools. TikTok already puts on the table some tools for you. Have you ever seen trend discovery on TikTok? Go on Google, go on it, look for it. You will find all the trends, even in Greece, of the different hashtag challenges. You can find the top song. Those are simple things that you really can jump on board and build content immediately for users that they're watching at that time. Video editor, that's one of the beauty of TikTok. The fact that you can edit a video in seconds. I do it myself, I'm not a huge creator, but I found it quite revolutionary. And last but not least is Smart Toolkit, once again, another tool that you can use to convert video within not 16/9, but now in 16, because let's remember that TikTok made a big shift from this to this. So always remember also that one. Of course, this is simple but effective hints that you can use. And then the third and last one. Of course, in order to have performance, what you need to have is choose the right products. So when it comes to media, we do have availability of collection ads. You see here the shoe, the card that comes out showing a different range of products. That's effective much more than a unique video. Gesture ads. Look how to put with your finger the moisturizer on your, near your face. Of course, app install, we have a dedicated product for that. And gift code. Gift code is super important. Of course, when it comes to performance, we all know attribution, right? Attribution can be super complex modeling, media mix modeling, all of that. Could be simple gift code, and you immediately get the ROAS of your campaign. And lastly, lead gen. Lead gen is definitely one of the latest releases that we did. And automotive, we've seen universities, so education, finance are using a lot that one. So, of course, to be more effective, use the right advertising product. And most importantly, once again, why it's simple? I always say it's simple, TikTok. Some people are scared. I've seen CMOs and CEOs saying, wow, that's difficult. Come on, you need to test, you need to learn, and you need to iterate. I had the privilege to work at YouTube years ago, and it was the same. People needed to test, learn, and iterate. Would you ever say, I'm going to create a perfect content for TikTok now? No, you need a bit of time to do it. So test with what you have, do small alignments, do one by one, and you will get faster to the success. But please, please, put 3 things, core assets at the center of the strategy. Content, we talked about it. Creators, second one, very, very important. We'll see the example now. And media. The best results are the mix of these 3. Is this any different from other platforms? Some of you are doing no. That's exactly a similar strategy, but you have to cook the recipe in the TikTok way. Now, the way 3 companies have done it, I've taken some fashion examples and beauty examples. Even when I was walking this morning in the center, I've seen a lot of fashion and beauty, and within the last year in Greece, I had the chance to speak with a lot of these companies. Now, what these 3 companies have in common is the fact that they decided to tackle it from content, creator, and media, together, step by step, combining the 3 of them. Now, MC2 Sambarts, they sell swimming suit and different kind of sporty shoes. You can see that what they did was using different, a rotation of different contents made by creators, and then what they did was an ex-post analysis on measurement, which was leading to the fact that they have a nearly 3 ROAS on TikTok, which is something quite impressive, at least from my view, much more than any other platform. Second one, Wallap. Wallap had a different case. They wanted to build up awareness across all Europe, but definitely, at the end, you need to have the app downloaded. Otherwise, that's not performance, right? That's awareness. So what they did was exactly this one. They've taken creators in each and every country, so very local. If your e-commerce is in multiple markets, do not take one creator thinking that it's going to go in all of them, because it's not going to work. And huge success on the app install side. I can't share the CPA, but it was very, very good. And I'm taking the last one, which is a startup. We have such many startups. Skin Labo was a startup that decided to move on TikTok. They use a lot of gift code, first of all. They did a strategy based on the content, super, super engaging, and super, super easy, flashy. Basically, at the end, CPA was better than each platform that they had in terms of performance. So, once again, another case, and this was run also via our Shopify, where we had direct integration. So, let me close up. I have 11 seconds with the fact that 3 things to remember for you to take at home. Video works across the full funnel, also performance. And we've seen the cases. Second thing is creativity matters. Much, much more than you might think. So do it carefully, because it's not about building the last end, the last mile of the campaign. It's building the creator in a the creative in a performance way. And last but not least, once again, I keep saying it, sorry, it's easy. Thank you very much. Keep in touch.